Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. We have to celebrate these taekwondoists, but while celebrating, we must also realize that the stakes are higher for these taekwondoists, and what it means is that they need a lot of support, training, and the federation will have to, give them the necessary
monitor them particularly,
especially at this level. For the lad that is on 11th position, like you said, he needs to break into the top 10, and he needs a lot of support. And
Samson
Opela, and the one that is 6th. What it also means is that she can go higher, she can go further, and we all need to support them, especially the federation, in terms of coaching, in terms of grants doing, and the Rwanda Championship is also almost around the corner. They have to attend, because we don't want to hear stories about lack of funds. Because if you don't attend, what it means is that the morale will be low for them.
And all the games we have could be lost. But apart from these two, Yemi, I think the Taekwondo Federation will also need to do, keep working, keep doing their best to get a lot more people into the top bracket, get a lot more, so that we don't just depend on these two. We are able to get a lot more people into it. It's not going to be easy to get Nigerians into the top world rankings, but it's something that we need to do, and probably Taekwondo Federation will find a way to make it happen.
That's the idea, really. I hope it works that way. When you put all your efforts, this is the high point, to seeing the results, seeing your athletes move up on the ladder. It's a litmus test. It's a measure of what you have put in. And it's not like you said, it's not always easy to have your athletes up there, because it requires a lot of work, and he has listed all the things that need to be done. And like someone said, success is very predictable if you do the right things. In this part of the world, we believe that things have to be hard. I don't think so. If you do the right things, it's only a matter of time. And that's why maybe in athletics, you see the United States, Jamaica, always producing the one that is going out and the one that is coming in. And if you just follow those footsteps, talk about preparation, talk about having funds, these people not being neglected. For the able-bodied and for the disabled, it's the same. You put in a good shift, you put in the hard work, you monitor these athletes.
You are deliberate with your plans.
And you sustain the efforts. The success can be predictable in that way.
All right, so once again, we wish these two athletes the very best of luck, and we hope we can get a lot more of them into the top ranking, the top position. We are very strong when it comes to para sports, powerlifting and all of those. I hope we can do the same with Taekwondo, so that we can provide a means to empower this special group of athletes. Guys, let's move away very quickly from that one. Let's talk about what we should be expecting tomorrow, while Yemi is still with us. UEFA Champions League returns tomorrow. Let's first of all take a look at the fixtures for Tuesday and the fixtures for Wednesday, and then we will come back and take the reaction of some of the teams and some of the coaches. The big one tomorrow is whether Arsenal will be able to overturn the 5-1 deficit from the first leg, and then of course Napoli 3-1 down to Real. Can they get 2 unreplied goals to knock Real off on the away goals, or can they even do better than that? These are the fixtures for Tuesday. Let's take a look at the Wednesday fixtures. Barcelona will also be looking at overturning a 4-0 deficit from the first leg against Paris Saint-Germain, and Borussia Dortmund against Benfica. Dortmund will be looking at they created chances against Benfica, but they lost that game. They'll be looking at making amends as well on Wednesday. These are the fixtures for Tuesday and for Wednesday in the UEFA Champions League. Yemi, Arsene Wenger has been speaking.
Yeah.
Reports of disquiet in the dressing room, a bus stop between Alexis Sanchez and some of his teammates, but he's denied all of it.
I mean, as expected, I wouldn't expect him to come out and say, "Oh, my player said this, use this kind of words. We had an altercation." I don't expect him to say that. Whether it's true or not, what it shows is that there's something that is not right at the club. And the man in your picture, everyone believes that he's been a star boy, poster boy for Arsenal. A lot of people didn't understand why he was kept on the bench. Tactically, the coach gave explanations that sounded plausible, but a lot of people feel that there probably
there was a fallout.
There must be a reason why your best player
is not
scored
starting.
17 goals, who is the attacking threat of your team, is sitting right there on the bench, and he comes on, and the game changes. You were almost getting something from that game. So you know the explanation doesn't really sound right. But he went as far as saying that Sanchez is not going anywhere, that the man still has 18 months on his contract, and Arsenal, you know, contrary to what people are reporting in the media, that they are in a strong position to keep the player, that they would determine his future, not the player himself. So whatever happens, that, you know, the man will still be an Arsenal player next season.
What about Ozil? He's not going to be available for you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's another. A lot of people are already saying probably it's a face-saving measure. He didn't play the last game. He's still, I think, recovering from illness. You know, a lot of things not really going right. A lot of people put a lot of question marks on Arsene Wenger's tactics, and also some unrest. Okay.
Let's listen to Arsene Wenger. Let's listen to him. We'll be back with more for you on Sports Tonight.
I'm not aware. Nothing happened. Yes, completely false, but when you don't win the games, it's not always down to real stories, and we have to accept that, you know. No, I explained after the game at Liverpool that I decided to go for a more direct option in the game, and that's what happened. That was the unique reason for my decision, you know. And for the rest, his attitude is he's a committed player, and sometimes with excessive behaviors, but you had that many times in history in every squad. Alexis Sanchez has 15 months on his contract, so the decision will he be here or not will depend completely on Arsenal Football Club, not on anybody else.
All right, so those are the words of the professor. Arsene Wenger. I was almost saying Alex Wenger, but that's the man. That's the man. Custom made for Arsenal. All right, we need to go on a quick break now. When we return from the break, Yemi Adebayo will stay with us. We'll talk up on a few issues on Sports Tonight. Join us again.